Enter the Void was officially released in 2010 and was directed by Gaspar Noé. This film follows a young drug dealer who gets himself killed pretty early on in the movie. It's a very shocking moment, but up until this point, we don't know that much about him. For the rest of the film, though, we follow the point of view of his soul as it leaves his body and travels through different moments of his life and the lives of people he knew. Some of these moments take place before and some of them after his death. Gaspar Noé is a very interesting filmmaker who sure knows how to tamper with my psyche, and what he's made here is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's a very unique experience. In fact, I have not seen a film this hypnotizing since 2001: A Space Odyssey, and there are many reasons for why that is. For one, it's a very colorful movie. It takes place in Tokyo, which has a lot of these very bright, striking neon lights. Before the film switches to the point of view of this boy's soul, we see everything from his point of view, and there were a lot of cool details for this. For instance, the way the camera moves, to his voice being distorted. Even down to his blinking, as in the screen goes black for a split second every couple of seconds, which was super trippy because it made me aware of how often I was blinking. The whole soul point of view thing certainly gives the film a unique look, as in this is not your traditional filmmaking at all. For a large majority, you're basically hovering over the characters, observing their lives. And not only that, but you're also zooming in and out of different objects. Sometimes you'll see the city from a bird's eye view, and sometimes you'll be in a character's body, whether that be a transition to a dream they're having, or literally in their body during certain physical activities. Yeah, Gaspar Noé definitely isn't shy when it comes to exploiting topics that'll more than likely challenge his audience. Going into this, I was quite intimidated by the 2-hour 40-minute long runtime, and I don't have a problem with long movies, but therefore it needs to be earned, and there are plenty of examples of that not being the case. Fortunately, it is earned, because there are many themes at play, which makes sense since this is about someone departing from this world and reflecting back on the life they lived. Besides, this isn't just about him. Like I already mentioned earlier, it's also about some of the people he knew, in particular his sister, with whom he's had a very strong connection to ever since a traumatic event from their childhood. And their bond was very well fleshed out. This film just explores so much. There are scenes that have a very meditative, calm quality to them. Others had me absolutely terrified, contemplating about my own mortality and such, and some made me feel uncomfortable. I only found one thing that could be seen as a potential nitpick. One of the characters has a lot of exposition in the film, but the reason it didn't bother me is that it felt fitting to his character. Many people will look at this and think it's exploitative garbage. Others will think it's boring and pretentious. It's definitely not for everyone. To me, this was a very thought-provoking experience with great acting, well-realized characters, very long impressive tracking shots, psychedelic imagery, and beautiful cinematography, which is why I'm going to give Enter the Void an A+. I wanted to give another shout out, this time to an old buddy of mine who's also now started YouTube. He has some sick workout and art videos, so if you want, check him out. I'll leave the link to his channel down below. Until next time guys, and as always, thanks for watching.